Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Storytime with me, the real random Lozzie here, and welcome to another episode of Storytime where I tell you stories of things that I have encountered in real life or things that have happened to me in real life. In this episode, I will be telling you the story of the time I used to work in a charity shop. If you don't know what a charity shop, it's the UK version of a thrift store. So also, I will be calling it a thrift store throughout the story to avoid any confusion. So, a few years ago, before we had the 2020 pandemic, I worked in a thrift store and I had been working there for about maybe 4 or 5 years before it closed down due to the pandemic, and it still remains closed to this day. Why it never opened back up, I will never know, but anyway, let's get to the story of an incident that happened one time. So, when I was working in the thrift store, I would often work at the cash register, serving customers, taking in donations and this one time, a lady came into the store and, almost straight away, she started walking around like she owned the place, questioning why things were displayed a certain way. For example, we had longer dresses hung up a little higher than the rest of the clothing to avoid getting any dirt at the bottom of them. So anyway, during my time working there, we would usually have me and 2 other staff members out on the shop floor, and during this one time, there was me and 2 women who were out on the shop floor, and usually, we all liked to have a little laugh with each other. And this what we were doing when this woman was in the store, just having some harmless banter without saying anything remotely offensive. However, this woman didn't seem to like us doing that and said that what we were talking about was very inappropriate, even though we wasn't talking about anything remotely inappropriate or offensive. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but from what I remember, it was something completely harmless. I reckon that this woman was a Karen who doesn't like to see people having fun, and the fact that she walked in, acting like she owned the place, was also a red flag. So, after she had her little tantrum about the fact that we were basically having a little fun, one of the women on the shop floor confronted her about her attitude, pointing out that they were only having a little harmless fun and nothing else, and this resulted in the woman storming out. Now, I understand that when you're working in a store. So that was the story of the Karen who got offended in the thrift store when the staff were having some harmless banter. Thanks for watching and I will see you all next time.